Hello, friends. I hope you and your family are doing great during this pandemic. So, welcome to your channel Market Update. So, this video is going to be all about IRCTC and Infosys. We all know the momentum of these year are tremendous and festive season are coming. So, at that moment of time, you can rely on these shares because these shares have a good valuation in the market and definitely they will rock your festive season. So move on with this video. So if you are new to my channel, please support me, like, share and subscribe this channel so that I can bring genuine news directly to you. Let's move on with the IRCTC's front page. We had seen today's momentum is minus 2.47. So we can consider it as an healthy correction for this year, but I'm sure by the end of the day this year will be in a good position. At the starting of this year has a high of 3848. Now it is moving around 3771. Lowest goes to 3680. So this is how the share is working right now, and the momentum you see is a kind of healthy correction for today's, and it's a good fluctuation for today. If you wish to go, definitely go ahead. And talking about 1 week of performance, we can see 16% of momentum. Within 1 month, this share gives us 43.38%. Within a year, this share has 176.48, and maximum this share has given us a 430.87. Talking about this share was launched in listed in October 19, and since then till now we are seeing the momentum is consistently upper side. And this zone I'm talking about, here we had a good chance of, like, we had seen a spike of a downward movement just because of the COVID. The impact of COVID was so high, this share has a lowest momentum of 815, and it was a chance for everyone to grab this share. But there is never late with IRCTC. You can still rely after a split. If you are waiting for the share to get a split, you can wait for that as well, because this share has a good valuation, and once the split is confirmed, then definitely we will see a huge surge in this share. Talking about company's profile, we can see communication service related service company, large large capitalization company, and the risk factor is moderate risk. So company is completely monopoly in the market, 100% monopoly in the market. That's why the momentum is in such a way, and the why we are seeing this kind of volatility with the IRCTC, it is just because this is completely monopoly. And nowadays IRCT involved in multiple activities by creating multiple tour packages. Also IRCT is involved in cruise shipping as well. So IRCTC expanding day by day. Let's talk about key matrices and forecast setting. As per the key matrices, we can clearly see this share has a high valuation, but due to 100% monopoly, this share will, as of now, this share has no competition available in the market. That's why we can rely on that. Forecast rating is still 60%, which is a really good matter. Like 60% of the analysts are still bullish on this share. You can go ahead and buy this, and this was once 100%. So the reason this analyst has goes to 60%, this is just because the valuation of the share in available in the market. So you can still go for this share. So let's talk about financial trend of this share. From the past 4 years, we have seen a consistency of profit in comparison to its revenue. So overall valuation is really good for the IRCTC, and that's why the analysts are bullish for this share. So you can go ahead with. Let's talk with our next year, which is Infosys. We can see during this pandemic, pharma company as well as IT companies gaining a huge sum, cause due to pandemic, these are the firms which has gained a momentum just because these companies doesn't stop to work and they were eager to provide their services in the market. So today's momentum is, we can clearly see 1707.70 high, lowest goes to 16.77.95, and right now the share is revolving around 1697.55. Overall momentum is 0.37. 1 week we had seen 0.12. 1 month we had seen 0.286. movement. Within a year, this year has given a good sum, which is of 67.47% return. Within 5 years, 226.44% of return. Maximum this year has given a 1714.61% return. So company belongs to information technology, large capitalization, low risk profile. So definitely you can go for a long term. This year will give you a huge sum in upcoming days. Talking about the key matrices, we can clearly see as per its sector, this year is considerably in the same position, and we can still go for this year, and that's why the 86% of the analysts are still bulling on this year. So this year has a good history of providing bonus and a split, and definitely in the upcoming time we may see a bonus or kind of a split with Infosys. So you can go with this here, and I would suggest if you're looking for Infosys, please go ahead right now, because this year may show you some sort of bonus on upcoming time. Yet it is not announced. I will show you a data on that by the end of this video. So let's have a look on financial trend of Infosys. We can clearly see as per its revenue, profit is gaining on every year. So the consistency of upper side momentum with the profit is consistent. So let's move on to mutual fund holdings of this year. We can clearly see mutual fund houses has shown their interest in Infosys. That's why we had seen on every month, even in July, we can clearly see how the mutual fund houses are bullish on this year in June as well. Let's move on with IRCTs. Talking about IRCTC's promoter holding is 67.40%. Publicly, it is 32.60%. FII also has a good share amount, like which is of 8.07%, DII 11.29%. This share has given a good valuation. That's why we are seeing right now the most of the mutual fund houses are started selling their share, but still we can see the momentum of buying as well. And this year has now given a good profit. That's why we are seeing this momentum, and this is really good for any share. Like that's why we all invested in share market. And even in July we can see the same momentum. In June we are seeing the good momentum with mutual fund houses. Now let me show you why we are seeing this momentum of IRCTs. Because after the impact of COVID-19, we are seeing that IRCT is working tirelessly, and they are in the market, and they are providing multiple services to their customers. So by launching new trains, they are providing new tour packages to their customers, and they are now providing cruise services as well. So IRCTC is proactively working in the market, yet they do not have any comparison, but still the momentum of IRCT is really good. Same goes with the IRC Infosys, because Infosys at this pandemic time emerges just because of pandemic. Most of the companies started from work from home, and they took the advantage of that. So with this, I would like to finish this video, but I had a suggestion for all of you. Please go ahead with your financial advisor, take the advice from your financial advisor, and do the market research so that you can understand the terms and you will take decisions accordingly.